Hi, the Korean movie I'm going to talk about today is Boss or Boss in Korean. So it's the holiday season in Korea. During Chuseok, families are gathered with relatives. There's lots of food around the table. And it's also the time of year when people will head to the theaters as a family. Just like Thanksgiving or Christmas in the West, Chuseok is when Korean distributors will release more family-focused movies, comedies, heartwarming stories, or action movies that are not too violent. A lot of the movies have a very simple goal. People want to laugh, they want to relax, and share something enjoyable with their family. And that's the backdrop in which Boss was released. This is a gangster movie, but it has a comedic twist. The story follows a group of gangsters who have just lost their leader. And our main leads are up next as part of the succession plan to be the boss. But they don't actually want the job. Each has personal ambitions. One wants to run a Chinese restaurant, while another has aspirations to become a professional dancer. So a fierce competition breaks out, but instead of everyone trying to vie for the position, everyone is trying to lose so that they can be free and live the life that they've always dreamed of. So it's a clever twist on the classic gangster movie, and it sets the stage for some gangster movie related humor. Woo-jin anchors the film. This is actually his second movie released in the past week, the other being Mantis on Netflix. And between the two, I found Boss to be a much more entertaining and convincing role for him. Even though this is a more lighter and casual role, I actually cared more about what happened to him in Boss, whereas in Mantis, it was complete indifference, did not care at all. But in Boss, I was actually invested in his outcome. His scenes with his wife, as he struggles to run a restaurant and be a good father to his family, while balancing the loyalty that he still feels to his gang, were some of the better parts of the movie. You could really feel his dilemma, like how do you honor long-standing relationships and obligations, but still be responsible as a husband and father. In general, all of the scenes involving the restaurant and even the operations of the restaurant were some of the more enjoyable scenes. Ji-hwan and Kyung-ho also put in respectable performances. Ji-hwan plays a type of character that you've probably seen from him before if you've watched movies like Roundup. You know, the gruff, slightly unhinged comic relief character that he always seems to play. He does a well enough job here as well. But the true standout is Kyoo-hyung. He doesn't have much of a presence in the first half, but in the second part of the movie, he owns the biggest laughs. If I had to rank all of my favorite moments, I think it would be full of Kyoo-hyung scenes. And although his energy really lifts the movie in the second half, by the time we get to the climax, I kind of felt his jokes were losing steam. And that is my biggest criticism. The laughs are very inconsistent. Some hit pretty well, but others rely on either slapstick or outdated references that just didn't land for me. With that said, the group behind me were laughing throughout the whole movie, so your mileage may vary on the type of jokes and how it lands with you. In summary, Boss is a perfectly fine movie if you want to use it as a second screen experience. You know, the type of movie you can leave on while you're doing the dishes or cooking or even scrolling through your phone. If it was on any streaming service, it would be a very easy recommendation. It entertains during the moment. It's a very easygoing, simple popcorn flick, but it leaves no lingering effects once the credits start rolling. Like if you want to keep the family occupied for 2 hours, it will not offend anyone. It perfectly serves its purpose as a lighthearted, easygoing theater experience. And that's it for today. I'll see you next time with more Korean movie discussions. Bye.